What's up, people? Welcome to the Throne Room. This is the real King 10187, and this will be my deck profile on the Six Samurais. I will be returning back to the Asceticism Samurai version of the deck, and I'm going to go ahead and get started. Leading off with Elder of the Six Samurai. Great card, just like Cyber Dragon. Go ahead and special summon it when your opponent controls a monster, and then you can summon another Six Samurai monster from your hand, or normal summon another Six Samurai from your hand. If you have Asceticism, you play it, and you get to bring out Kagemushi. Kagemushi is the one tuner that is in this deck, and he pretty much can help you sync or off of just about anything, or you can exceed with them if need be as well. Mainly, what's great about Kagemushi in this deck and with this deck in general is you're able to go into all three versions of the Naturi monsters: Naturi Beast, Naturi Barkion, and Naturi Landos. So you're able to go into all of them. Now, coming up next will be Chamberlain of the Six. Chamberlain Six Samurai. I got a lot of crazy looks about this guy. Why would you run him? What's the point of it? It's another 2000 defense monster that can just sit there on the field, and it plays around with the asceticism as well. And he goes into Kajiki. And everybody knows Kajiki, normal summon, special summon, no Six Samurai out of your hand. If you bring out freaking Chamberlain, you're able to exceed into a rank 3. And it's the same way around with Chamberlain. If you got Chamberlain on the field, Asceticism for Kajiki, and he can exceed into 3. You can go into something, as simple as the MX Saber Invoker, and bring out you a Kaizen out of your deck, and start special summoning and going crazy with it. It's just a great card to run up along with it. Now also with Kajiki, if you have another Six Samurai on the field like Chamberlain, his attack goes up to 1700, which lets you Asceticism into Anishi. Anishi, everybody pretty much got the deal with his effect for only run one of him. Remove 2 Six Samurais out of your graveyard, and you can bounce one face-up monster back to their hand. It's a great card to play with. Alright, next up is Zanji. Oldie but goodie. He gets to run into a card and destroy it. Looking at cards like Spirit Reaper and freaking those big wall defensive monsters that you sit there up on the field. I mean, he's just a great card for having there. Last thing you want to do is run into that Spirit Reaper. He's been my biggest issue coming up. And with Zanji, if you have Asceticism when you play it, and you get to bring out freaking Kaizen. Kaizen, probably the best of the Six Samurais that came out in recent memory. A level 4 version of Grandmaster, and we have 2 other Six Samurais on the field. He gets posted up to 2100, and when he does do that, you can Asceticism into Grandmaster. And I only run one of him, I only really need one. And in the event that he gets freaking destroyed while he's up on the field, you get to bring out grab one of your Six Samurais that's inside of your graveyard and add it back to your hand. It works great if for some reason or another your Shin manages to get destroyed. Grandmaster dies, you get to bring Shin back, and now you can go back and synchro form again. But that takes care of the monsters. Moving on to the spells. Asceticism, key spell for the deck. I pretty much explained before. You got to face up Six Samurai on the field. Play Asceticism, go grab another Six Samurai out of your deck, special summon it, as long as it has the same attack but different name. Next up is Six Samurai United. Allows you some extra draw power. Play it every time you normal or special summon a Six Samurai, put a token on it, max out at 2 tokens, remove those tokens, draw up to 2 cards. Next up, Shin Smoke Signal. He's the big search card for the Samurais. You can only go search for a level 3 or lower, but it's still great, and with him being at 2, it definitely helps speed up the deck a little more. And of course, Rhoda, always going to be in there. Search for any of your level 4 or lower Six Samurai monsters. One of the biggest key cards of the Samurai deck, Gateway to 6. If you're able to play that one lone Gateway, you usually win. I mean, the probability raises up a lot higher if you're able to play it and special summon off of it. One of the tech cards I decided to add up in here is Forbidden Lands. Works really, really, really well, especially for Shin, because once you play that Shin, your opponent's going to do everything they possibly can to destroy him. So Forbidden Land works out great. You get to save that negation effect for Shin, as well as if they are able to drop a bigger monster to try to kill him, you can always lance their monster and have them die by battle. Next up, some basic staples. MST, running trips because I don't like back rows. Heavy Storm, Dark Hole, and of course Monster Reborn. And that rounds out the spell cards. Alright, for the trap lineup, I'm going with the 6 Samurai trap card. As long as it's face up on the field, you get to negate any card that your opponent plays that will destroy something. So it works out great. It gives you some extra protection for Sheen as well. Next up, 2 Torrential Tributes. Just another one of those cards that combos well with Forbidden Lance. In the event you got whatever 6 Samurai monster on the field, you can lance it and torrential when your opponent attempts to summon. Next up is Solemn Warning, Solemn Judgment, the Solemn Brigade. Everybody knows it, everybody loves it. Last card for the deck, for the main deck, will be Double-Edged Sword Technique. Run 1, that's my suggestion. I mean, if you got space, add 1 in there. And that's a great card to play up in. It gives you an additional ability to synchro and exceed out, as well as bring your Shin or your Grandmaster back. And as long as you got another monster on the field, you can protect it from dying. So, but that rounds up the trap cards. And that is my version of the 6 Samurai deck, with the focus being on asceticism. If you got any comments, suggestions, leave them down below. And of course, feel free to subscribe to my page where you can get some more outstanding deck profiles from here from the throne room. But as always, when you enter it, bow down to the king.